Hey everyone, it's Evan. I'm out at Chaparral, east of Denver, a grass airstrip, because I want to do some soft field takeoffs and landings, so welcome aboard. I'm Evan Anderman, a geologist, photographer, and pilot based in Denver, Colorado. Come with me as I discover new ways to look at the environment.
Going east, 6 Mike Yankee, thank you.
Clear!
All right, before we go out there, let's review the soft field takeoff technique. You know, you want to guard the nose wheel. So what you do, first of all, is you set 20 degrees of flaps. Usually it's 10 degrees of flaps for every other takeoff, but 20 degrees of flaps. And then as you start the takeoff roll, you pull back on the yoke until you just get some weight off the front wheel. You don't want like a big angle because that'll slow you down, but you don't want it to be banging on the ground and, you know, damaging it. So it's just somewhere in between. As soon as you get off the ground, you level off and then you accelerate. The airplane will accelerate and then it will just start to rise up. It's just something you have to experience. You also want to pull back while you're taxiing around, just keep as much weight off that nose wheel as possible. Obviously, we're going to be using the north version of this runway. Chaparral traffic, 60756 Mike Yankee is back taxiing on runway 34 Chaparral. Going to do the run up here in place. Parking brake set, flight controls up, split up, back and forth, everything working there. I guess here we go. Give it a try. Here's the 20 degrees of flaps, mixture full, lights, set the trim to on takeoff. Hopefully that'll help. Chaparral traffic, 6 Mike Yankee is taking off of 3-5 at Chaparral and staying in the pattern to come back and do another full stop at Chaparral. Things looking good. Here we go. And full power. Acceleration. And there's the level off. Building speed. And up we go. A little squirrely up here, a couple 100 feet off the ground. Pull the power back. Pull the propeller back. Gonna go up to like 6,800. Yeah, the weather's been really weird this spring. Super gusty and windy and obnoxious. Wanting to get out here to do this. There's 6,800. It's nice of this landowner to make this available to people. I want to practice because there's some things I want to do down in New Mexico, visit a couple short dirt strips in New Mexico. Get in my slow flight configuration, 20 inches, 20 degrees of flaps. What does that get me at right now? About 70 knots, looks like. Maybe a little less, 65. There's the threshold. Okay, full flaps, get it to 55 knots. Now pitch and power. Feel those gusts hitting, they tend to drive you up. Then you want to dive. Oh yeah, and here we come down. See the windsocks blowing around. There we go. Keep the yoke back. A little fast coming in there. So I come and do these practices. This time when I get to the end of the runway, I'm just gonna circle around, be ready for takeoff, hit full power and go. Keep the momentum in the turn, push in my mixture. Climbing it up. That's how you do it. Circle around and do it again. You do that one more time, then head back to Centennial. It's just a different kind of flying than I usually do, so got to remember all the muscle memory here. Yeah, I thought that approach worked pretty well, so I'll do that again. Full trim, pitch and power for 55 knots. Aim for the end of the runway. There's that headwind, like an instant 5 knot increase in speed. Perfect. I think it's squirrelier just up a couple 100 feet than it is here on the ground. Do it again. Here we go into the runway. There's the mixture and full throttle. Oh, I forgot to set my trim. That's the problem. Okay, one last time. Looks like the windsock is saying it's coming out of the east right now. That's kind of interesting. But I think it's just a variable. Oh yeah, now it's out of the north. A little low on this. Not the steep approach I'm taught to do. Oh, that was a little stronger than I'd like. But I bounced it. I don't think I came off the ground. Yeah, I think the wind gust died down to calm. Well, that's a different experience. Anyway, move the trim to the E and take off. There's the mixture. Oh, now it's dead calm. Full power. Oh, we just touched down again. That's not bad. Not sure if I want to end on that landing. A little harder than I wanted it to be, so come around and do her again. Yep, each approach is different. Okay, this time, one last one. How's that sound? See if I can do better on my airspeed. Coming out of the northwest again. There we go. That was perfect. Woo! Woo! Just right. Just right. Awesome. Well, it's good when it comes together. Yeah, if you keep the 55 knots and then you flare, then you just lose all that energy and set it on the ground. Perfect. Now get the perfect takeoff and we'll be all set to leave. Flaps are set. Lights are on. Here we go. This will be the perfect takeoff, right? A little power in this turn. Looks like a direct crosswind right now. Wait a second and see if it dies down. Here we go. Oh yeah, immediately weather vane. A little squirrely. That's a good one to end on. And head back to Centennial. Direct. Paris Airport. AAPA. Activate. Awesome. Well, that was good practice, I thought. A little rusty. Good to try these things out. I've been spending so much time actually with these things. These are called foggles. So I've done a number of flights with an instructor working on my instrument rating. That's a whole nother video. Thank you for coming along today. Hope you had fun with me out at Chaparral, beautiful dirt airstrip out here east of Denver. Had a great time, practiced. Can't wait for some more adventures on some dirt airstrips around Colorado and New Mexico. So stay tuned for those. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next flight.